Imagine the scene. Erling Haaland, the Premier League's golden boy with a streak of scoring in every game, limping off the pitch after a disallowed goal, symbolizing Manchester City's bitter 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa at Villa Park. This wasn't just a loss. It marked the end of City's 9-match unbeaten run and Haaland's 12-game scoring drought, leaving fans and coaches scratching their heads. But here's where it gets controversial. Is City's entire season hanging on the shoulders of one superstar, or is this a wake-up call for the team to evolve? Let's dive into the details of this Midlands matchup. Haaland, who had racked up an impressive 24 goals for both club and country by late October, was unable to find the back of the net this time. Aston Villa, fresh from their victory over City back in December, flipped the script once more, securing the win through Matty Cash's powerful first-half strike. Pep Guardiola's team kicked off with energy but seemed sluggish at times, and without Haaland converting chances, his teammates couldn't step up to fill the void. No goals came from midfielders or wingers to bail them out. In the midst of all this, Haaland launched his YouTube channel and shared his quirky fondness for raw milk, but the focus swiftly shifted back to football as the team headed north with a defeat's sour aftertaste. Guardiola, ever the reflective manager, acknowledged the need for improvement. "We haven't scored a lot of goals this season, and we have to make a step up," he said bluntly. Today it was tough because they defended brilliantly. "We were right there, on the edge of scoring. In our wins, we weren't exactly prolific either." He praised Villa as a top team that's been consistent for years, even if they're not in the Champions League mix, and noted that overall, his squad is solid with just minor tweaks needed. And this is the part most people miss: Haaland's dominance in the league. He's leading the race for the Golden Boot with 11 goals already, and City's next highest scorer isn't even on their payroll. Frenchman Maxime Esteve of Burnley holds that spot with his 2 goals at the Etihad. Players like Tijani Reinders, Phil Foden, Matheus Nunes, and Ryan Cherki have chipped in just 1 each. Guardiola urged his wingers and midfielders to elevate their game, but they didn't, and that misstep could prove expensive down the line, especially with May's high-stakes matches looming. Haaland had his moments against Villa. He blew a golden opportunity right after falling behind, blazing through, and seeing his low shot saved by Emiliano Martinez, the Argentine keeper, who also claimed a second-half header. When he finally beat the keeper late on, the offside flag intervened, ruling it out. In the chaos that followed, Haaland crashed into the post, then trudged off dejectedly. Guardiola hasn't checked in with him yet, but hopes he's okay. With 15 goals this season and 34 in an injury-plagued previous campaign, City dread losing their main man. Imagine a top team like this without their top scorer. It's a scary thought for beginners learning about football's fragility. Villa's manager, Unai Emery, credited his team's tactical smarts and individual battles against Haaland, plus some solid defensive backing and goalkeeping heroics. "We challenged him intelligently with our strength," he explained, "and got help from our defenders and goalkeeper. We needed it all to keep him quiet." City's been battling injuries, prompting Guardiola to splash cash in January for 4 signings and 6 more in the summer. Yet, only Gianluigi Donnarumma and Reinders featured from the start at Villa. Injured attackers Omar Marmoush and Cherki came on late, and now they must rise to the occasion to lighten Haaland's load. For example, think of it like a relay race where one runner has carried the baton too long. Teammates need to grab it and sprint. Up next for City is a home clash with strong Bournemouth, and Guardiola faces a choice: unleash both Marmoush and Cherki for this crucial game? Meanwhile, they missed out on capitalizing on Liverpool's slip-up at Brentford, dropping 6 points behind Arsenal, who clinched a win over Crystal Palace. Early on in the season, this defeat is City's 3rd in 9 games, a pattern not seen since 2007 to 2008, raising eyebrows about their title ambitions. Guardiola's protege, Mikel Arteta, is turning Arsenal into contenders after 3 runner-up finishes, and City can't afford slip-ups now. Captain Bernardo Silva pointed to created chances but slammed the defensive pressing as really bad, with players lagging 2 seconds late in every tackle. Guardiola steered clear of title talk. We aim to narrow the gap. Arsenal's been rock solid for ages. Our worry is improving to get closer. It's a marathon season with teams like Bournemouth thriving. We focus on our style. If they sweep to the title, hats off, but our squad feels vibrant and capable. But here's the real debate. Does City's over-reliance on Haaland make them vulnerable, or is it a smart strategy in a league full of superstars? Guardiola's patience with the team is admirable, yet some might argue he needs to shake things up sooner. What do you think? Should midfielders and wingers step up more, or is expecting a striker to carry the load unfair? Share your views in the comments. Do you agree with Guardiola's laid-back approach, or disagree that City can bounce back without drastic changes?